Good morning and welcome back. It is Monday the 31st of October. Happy Halloween. I hope you had a good holiday and that you're looking forward to this next term. As we head towards Christmas, there'll be lots of activities to look forward to, lots of really interesting and engaging lessons, I am sure. So the squad challenge for the October holidays was to take some photographs of the autumn colours, and it took a wee bit longer this autumn, it seems, for the leaves to fall from the trees. So we're going to extend the challenge for just one more week, which was for you to go out and take as many pictures as you can and look to see if you can get a really fantastic photograph that really resembles autumn in our local area, and put them into the squad box, and we'll announce a winner for next week. The Squad Fantasy Football League still continues, and I see that Squad Johnny Depp are topping the table, so very well done to that squad. And unfortunately, Squad Gaga seem to be propping up the table still, so get some team changes there to see if you can get a wee bit further up the table. In the squad this week, we'll be looking at our howls again, which is all about being kind, getting smart, and working hard. And your squad leader will be talking a little bit more in detail about how we can do that. In terms of being smart, I was very impressed last term about how well the school uniform was holding up. And remember, all pupils are expected to be wearing the school uniform, shirt and tie, and the seniors a blazer as well. And black trousers or black skirts. So looking forward to seeing you all very smart. Now, just as a wee incentive to get you back into uniform, you'll know that at the end of every term we have a hot chocolate nomination treat, if you like, for those pupils who are selected from all the nominations to have a special day out. We're going to be a little bit more extravagant as we move towards Christmas, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop in just by chance on individual squads to do a uniform check. And if the squad that I come and visit, if every single member of that squad is in school uniform without exception, then they'll get a golden ticket, and they'll be able to use that ticket to enjoy an activity which we will organise for the end of term. However, I may drop back into that squad at some point during that term, and if anyone is not in uniform, then that golden ticket will be taken away. So I'm going to try and come in and visit as many squads as possible, and if I come and visit your squad and everyone's wearing a school uniform, then you'll get the golden ticket, and that's you ready for your Christmas treat, and if you can maintain it, that will be fine. In terms of dropping in, I also intend this term to come and drop into a few classes, because I'm very keen to look at how we're using the school leaver profile, which we talked a lot about last term. I'm very keen to talk to you to understand what skills that you're learning in your lessons, and not only what skills you're learning, but why you're learning whatever it is that you're doing in class. So myself and my leadership team colleagues will be spending some time this term popping into your classroom. So don't be alarmed if we appear at the door and stay a wee while to find out what's going on in your classroom, or indeed to have a wee chat with you to find out what skill that you're developing that day. And I'm particularly interested to see how project-based learning is going, which is something that we started last term. I may also ask to take some pupils out of squad to speak to them about asking them a few questions about the school. So now's the time to start asking questions about how well we're doing as a school, what things are working and what things maybe need to change. So I'll be spending a lot of this term hopefully talking to you about your experience of Banff Academy, and particularly what's going on in the classroom. So I look forward to doing that. So in the meantime, I hope you have a really good week, and I hope you enjoy Halloween. One last thing would be that if you are thinking about going out tonight and knocking on some doors, just bear in mind that some elderly people and some vulnerable people might feel quite intimidated by a young person coming to the door. So if there's a house that's all dark and the lights are switched off, I would suggest that you don't knock on that door and you move on to the next one. Particularly go to the houses that have got pumpkins and are decorated with Halloween decorations and so on. They're the ones to go to, and perhaps avoid the ones that don't. Because for some elderly people and some vulnerable people, having a stranger knock at the door, albeit in all good intentions, it might be something that they don't want to happen. So have a wee think about that. But if you do go out tonight, be careful, be safe, and most of all, have a good time. Okay, I'll speak to you next week.